What it do? Welcome to the J-Boy Sports Podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the content. If you don't love everything, guess what? You can still do those things because you can support a brother and help a brother out like I would definitely do for any of you. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our fun content. And also hold on till the end of this video because I have some other excellent, selective, suggested videos that we know you will love. Jumping right into this topic, outside superstars poison young teams. And now, this is a topic and a concept that I hold very dear to me. It's something that, it's a narrative that I've been rolling with for a while, and I believe that it's important. This idea that you just move a superstar to your team is horrible. I watch journalists and media people and even other players be like, oh yeah, you put this guy on this team, it's a wrap. Bring Kevin Durant to the Nets. Bring Kevin Durant to the Rockets. Bron, go back to the Cavs. It's annoying. And it's annoying because what people don't realize is that bringing in outside superstars poison young teams. I personally have greatly enjoyed the playoffs this year, the 2025 playoffs. I've enjoyed. There's only been like 2 teams that didn't deserve to be there at all. And really, I'll just say one. Miami was going to get blasted. Like, they're trash. They were not good. They got rid of Jimmy Butler. They were trash. Until Steph got hurt, the Warriors were playing an exciting brand of basketball. And they're an older team, and that's fine. They were an older team. Let them be an older team. But these younger teams, man. These teams like the Knicks. These teams like the Pacers. These teams like the Thunder, Boston, and Boston's not super young, but they're not old either. They're in the middle, I guess you could say. They got some veterans. But, man, have I enjoyed these guys playing. And you know what hasn't happened most of the time? The teams that employ these players that are older, other than the Warriors, were not around, or they lost quickly. And you know what's happening? The NBA is turning back to the way it used to be, where you need a team to win a game. It's not just about 1 or 2 players. People aren't scared no more. Kevin Durant, who cares? LeBron, who cares? Steph, earn it. Show us that you're that good. They're not bowing down anymore. But then what I'm seeing on the back end, teams like the Rockets, who really are a player away, it does seem like, I will admit that. But do you want to take one of these old poison-type players and add them to your team? What do I mean by old and poison? Maybe these guys are not harmful in their own ways, but don't be taking talent from other teams and putting them on your team when you built something special. Kevin Durant isn't going to play defense like the guys you have on your team. LeBron's not going to play defense like the guys you have playing on your team. Are they as talented offensively? Do they know the game as much? Maybe not. But in my opinion, you're better off taking your time and growing these players up. Or, if you're going to take more of a veteran player, take a player that doesn't have as much cachet. A guy that's not known for getting coaches fired or being a diva. Devin Booker, for example, seems like he's lost whatever mojo he had out in Arizona. But if you're going to choose between Kevin Durant or Devin Booker, oh, you should take Devin Booker. Devin Booker has not been known to be a diva. He's not getting coaches fired. He's not on social media telling you what he is or what he isn't going to do, disrespecting past greats. His mentality, he was trained by that of Kobe Bean Bryant. That's a guy that you should take. He doesn't seem to run away from criticism. And he's got a chip on his shoulder. And he's been getting worked over by dudes like Luka Doncic the last few years. Put him on a team that he can be hungry with. If I'm the Rockets or the Pistons, teams that I truly enjoy watching in these playoffs, those are the teams that you want to take. Those are the teams, right? Those are the type of players maybe that you want to take. I would take a Devin Booker, right? And I know Giannis is thinking about leaving. I don't want Giannis to leave, but I would take Giannis too. Because foreign players are way more coachable. They do not have the same arrogance and pridefulness and annoying nature straight up that a lot of American players do. A lot of people complain about the country, the United States of America, the country that I live in. People complain all the time. They complain about equal rights and parity and fairness, and they talk about color, they talk about women's rights, they talk about people's all types of things. But at the end of the day, all of us here have a level of entitlement that I don't see when I go overseas. Joker be getting cussed out by his coach like he's just literally a guy that rides horses, not arguably the best player in the world. And they take that. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, very calm, poised. Another person that seems to take coaching. But some of these American guys, it's always about them. Especially these older dudes, these elite, quote unquote, elite legendary players. You don't want one of them on your team, man. It's like going to LA Fitness and you keep picking up the loser because supposedly they're the most talented player on the court. They're still a loser, though. How did you forget that? Did you miss that? They're still a loser. Kevin Durant, LeBron James. And listen, no disrespect to some of these guys, but it just is what it is. You should not want them on your team with a 10-foot pole. Shouldn't touch them with a 10-foot pole. All the chemistry, all the working hard, all the it's us, it's the team. Nah, they're gonna put you guys in the corner, and your team is never gonna be the same again. The same freedom and camaraderie they built to fight, the same hunger, it's not gonna be there. You think LeBron James is playing hungry? Get the heck out of here. Players like DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, their time has passed. Are they good? Yeah. But are they going anywhere? No. And if you put them on their team, they're going to just keep going nowhere like they always have been their entire careers. Putting Zach LaVine around Jalen Green, who needs a lot of work. Why? Or trading him for Zach LaVine. No. Yuck. Yuck. These older players, outside superstars and all-stars, will poison your team. They'll poison it. I'd rather trade for Cooper Flagg than pick up Kevin Durant. So that's my take on that. But we have a little bit of bonus action here because recently the Pacers, who are in the Thunder, who happen to be the teams I'm talking about, two of the teams, when I talk about not poisoning your locker room, listen to what Obi Toppin had to say about essentially why our team works. Why are we so good? What is it that we're doing that makes us good? Listen to what Obi Toppin had to say.
All these guys are willing to give up the ball to get better shots, and it's fun playing that way. Like you don't want to just sit in a corner and just watch one guy dribble the ball the whole game. When you feel like when you're in the actions, you feel involved, and I feel like we play so random and everybody's involved. Like anybody on any given night can have a good scoring night. So
that's Obi Toppin talking about what it is about the Pacers that allows them to really play as a team and have that unity. Nobody's sitting in the corner waiting. Everybody gets in on the action. And that's really what makes basketball or any sport great. Now, there are players that are really good in ISO and all these things, but there's no longer a lot of teams that are running systems that allow everybody to eat. They're just running this high pick and roll garbage. And it's boring to watch. And once teams figure that out, a lot of times these players lose because it's the same attack over and over and over again. So you only got to stop it a few times. The way the Pacers play and the way a lot of these younger teams are playing, there's no one person where you could just be like, oh, they're definitely going to do this in this situation. They keep you on your toes. Now they have to learn how to close. They have to grow older and really, they'll figure it out as time goes on. But the Pacers and the Thunder are already in the finals. And that's not by coincidence. They're not playing this old fuddy-duddy basketball. Everybody that comes in is expected to do something. And they're not putting too much pressure on any one person. They win as a team and they lose as a team. You add in one of these so-called superstars of today's age, and they're just going to poison it. They're just going to bring drama that's unnecessary to it. The least of which, and you may say I'm being biased, but to me, Steph, if you're going to bring somebody, bring Steph, but he ain't leaving Golden State. Steph doesn't require a lot. He says the right things, seemingly, as far as not being selfish or trying to take resources from the team to suit his needs. But a lot of these other guys are out for self. They're not willing to sacrifice. They're not willing to play. Even like I mentioned, DeMar DeRozan. DeRozan is a very good player, but what defense is he playing? On the Pacers, Nembhard and Nesmith are playing defense and doing what they do on the offensive end and willing to move the ball. Tyrese Halliburton is doing the same thing. Pascal Siakam is doing the same thing. Is James Harden willing to play lock-up, die-hard defense? So why do you want him on your team? Is he willing to move the ball? Is he moving without the ball? So why do you want him on your team? It's poisonous to be adding some of these guys, man. It's a cancer. They're used to losing. That's what they do. Unless the moons, heavens, and stars open for them. But what in the Pacers makes it look like they're ready to lose? What did you see from the Pistons that made you look like, oh, they're just going to be losers forever? Same thing with the Rockets. These teams have an upward trajectory. And if you take one of these vets, a lot of them, and you move them to their team, you're going to ruin the chemistry. And it's not going to be the same team. You're going to poison it. You're going to poison it. So that's just one aspect, the way that I have been looking at this. It's a conversation that I think is not expressed enough. You always hear people trying to throw this guy on this team or throw this guy on that team. Has that been working? Or is it better to grow your team and maybe add a piece, but that piece has got to fit? That person has to not be toxic and fit into what we're doing. You need to be a part of what we're doing. You're joining us. We're not joining you. And I think teams do well to remember that when you're just talking about picking up anybody. Because anybody could ruin everything you have. Look at the Suns. Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant ruined that team. Trash. So thank you very much for listening. We're going to end the video here. What do you think, man? What do you think? Do you think that these adding stars to these teams is poisonous? It will ruin the team. What do you think? Please like, share, and subscribe. Make sure that you hit the comment section, because Ball's Life love to have conversations down there. I will definitely reply. Make sure also that you hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our great content. Lastly, hang on. Towards the end of the video, we offer some suggested videos, and we know you'll love those as well. So thank you very much for your time. Very appreciative for you listening this long. Very humble. Much love.
That somehow you never get over it.